Girls, to tell you the truth, we have serious problems with funding. I cannot promise you that Pine Hollow will be the same place in a few years.
Max, we have problems with funding practically every year. You have to finally understand that you can count on us.
Stevie is right. We love this place just as much as you do.
We could even send Natalie to take part in the championships. You should have seen her handling Toby. It's really amazing.
Thanks, girls. I really appreciate your offer to help. Winning the grand prize money in the championships would certainly rescue Pine Hollow. Do you really want to do this, Natalie? Would you try to win and eventually donate the prize to rescue Pine Hollow? That's very noble. But even if Natalie is the best rider in the world, we don't have a horse that's fast enough to match the others. Toby's not racing material. We first have to find a racing horse. Hello, Natalie. I wanted to tell you that I was wrong about you and that I apologize.
Thanks, Alvin. I appreciate that.
I also wanted to thank you for your help with gathering the plants. I know you did the best you could, so thank you.
Miss Natalie, how wonderful to see you. Alvin is spending so much time with his new friend that I felt a little lonely. Is something wrong? I can't see your usual smile.
Well, to be honest, Pine Hollow is in big trouble. I want to help them, but we need a fast horse. Maybe some of your wild horses would be fast enough to win the race.
I'm afraid not. I don't think any of the wild horses are living in the forest. Well, except for Ivy, maybe.
Normally, I wouldn't agree, but I owe you this one. Can I ask you for one more favor, though? Help me breed a foal for Mr. Windchaser. He has done so much for me and Ivy that I want to thank him somehow. Please find a wild horse in the forest and bring him to me. I'll take care of the preparations.
adorable. How did you know I wanted one? I will name him Adigagakwa, after my grandfather.
As promised, you can now ride on Ivy during the championships. She's all right with that. I took the liberty of inviting your friends.
Wow, she's impressive.
She'll certainly win the grand prize for Pine Hollow.
Everyone in Pine Hollow has made a small sacrifice. The piggy banks are now empty, but we raised enough money for your entry fee. We know you can do it now. When you're ready, talk to Mr. Windchaser.
And the first place goes to the youngest competitor in the history of World Championships, our gorgeous and intriguing Natalie.
Here she is, the winner of this year's championships, Natalie. I also wanted to thank each and every one of you. Thanks to everyone's contribution, Pine Hollow can still be a place where young people's dreams come true. All of you are Pine Hollow's heroes. Let's celebrate. I need an experienced student to greet our newcomer. Would you give her a nice welcome, Natalie?
Hi! Welcome to Pine Hollow. Are you ready for an adventure?